So, welcome back to a little update video and welcome back to the 100th video. Man, that was quick. uh, so, just saying thank you to all who are still watching me and still going with the idea of fractal tracking. Thank you, especially for the ones who subscribe to me. Okay, as always, I am using this method here for all my tracking, and as always, for the full detail, just watch the weekly recap video for last Sunday. There I explained it step by step. So let's start. Just one thing. Not everything moved today. So if something really didn't change, I just will say, okay, just watch the video from yesterday, because in some cases really nothing changed. So perfect example right now, Highcraft mining. I showed it yesterday the first time, but nothing changed. We are still looking for a run to $31, and then, but for the big explanation, just watch the video from yesterday. The next one, open. For the overview, we only have a bullish chart, but the bearish and the bullish version. For the bullish version, this is our big A breakout retest, perfect. We are in our big B and in the big B pullback. For the bullish version, this was your T, this was your 0.5 pullback. It came close to the 0.5, but not close enough for my taste. But it could still work. It's not a BLNK, it's a 0.5 bounce, so you can bounce over it. And for this, we would already be in little a and in the little a pullback. Okay, so how deep are we allowed to fall? Today, if you look, here was a gap. We filled that gap today and pushed a little bit lower. So for an A pullback, this here, you take the 0.5. Here's the 0.5. We went a little bit under it, but bounced. So for the bullish version, this is still okay. If this is the bounce, perfect. Doing higher low, and then we go. And our next target is anything over 1096, and then all-time high, breaking all-time high on. If you break lower, only question, what would be my level for too low? Yeah. My B line would be this here. If you break under $6, I really think this here wasn't enough, and this is just our D. It looks strange, it is very high, but it didn't broke over M, so this could still be T. And for this case, you will knife down, go to 422, your hip line, higher low, and then you go. Let's see, especially if SPY is bouncing right now. I think the whole market will get a massive bounce tomorrow. Let's see. Next one is BYND. Here our bullish chart for BYND. And I think we broke $1 today. Finally. We have to look at it on a 1 hour. Did we broke $1? Yeah, we broke one. Are we still under $1? Yeah, we're still under $1. Maybe we're getting a bounce tomorrow as a sympathy play, because everything should bounce tomorrow. if we get a bounce tomorrow, we shouldn't go over 1.22. We shouldn't break this level here. If we're breaking this level, then this could be your V and this your higher low. I'm just saying one thing. I will show this on GNS as example also. I already went into the trap where I said this would be the perfect V. This would be the perfect higher low. It's finished. I say this again. V&A is not bouncing over V&A. For V&A, you have to break under it. And it would be okay if here, if the 0.5 would be here. Then you could just say, okay, it's not a V&A because it's an A pullback. It's just a 0.5. But our 0.5 is up here. No, it's not a 0.5 pullback. It has to be a V&A pullback. But, my last but for beyond, on the 6 hour chart, this candle is invisible. And your bottom of A is here. So it will be interesting because I really have to say I don't know that yet. I never had this case. If we're really bouncing here and breaking over 122, and especially if we break over 154, I can't say I'm bearish anymore. I just can't. Then this is V and this is higher low and we go. And our next target is 43. And then I have to say, okay, this V and A, this bottom of A is the right one and not the 1 hour one. Because in the 1 hour one, you have here this candle. And for this, you still have to go at least under 80.80. But I'm still the opinion we're going at least under 80.80. And then I'm still the opinion we're doing this gap fill here between 80.80 and 60 cents. But I never had this. I could be wrong. So if we're really going over 122 and 156, even I will go into calls. And then later we have just to look if I find anywhere a second example for this. Because what I have, I will show that later. I have an example for GNS, which is perfectly showing that something like this is a really big trap. But okay. Good. Next one. Unity went up today. Reversed the market. So here's our tracking. We are in the A pullback. So I could just imagine if the market is ripping tomorrow, Unity will knife. Because I still want to see this. I still want to see breaking under 33. So let's see what's happening. If we go up, we will just reject 33. This A pullback is, in my opinion, not finished. Not at all. No, I wouldn't have tracking for that. Okay. Neo. What did Neo do? Yeah. For the main tracking, I only have one. I don't have bearish or bullish. I just only have this. Thing for Neo is we went down today. Also, Neo could bounce here. Just saying, because the M is already lower than your L, so you should come up here. If you're not really going just down to your 0.5 and your V&A, you will get a bounce. Reject here at your trend line at your T, making a lower low, and then bounce on the 0.5 or on the V&A, breakout, retest, go. After the pullback, as always, next target is 16. Plug, bullish und bearish. Is bullish, so wait, for plug, we look at the bullish version first. here. So for the bullish version, as always, higher low is finished. We would be in our big BA run. What we have done today. Where's the 0.5 here? Okay. Two things. To be still bullish, you broke the 0.5 today. Or already yesterday, I think. Yeah. This right now could be the bounce. Just saying. Because here's your lower high, it's very tiny. This is your perfect endpoint. Perfect T point. You knifed under after the T, which it should. Always after the T. This could be already your V. You're doing higher low right now. And then you get the lift off. Next target would be 31 for your B. If you still have to come down, then this 0.5 is nothing. And you still have to go to your V&A here. High low, and then you go. Problem with this is already so low that it could easily be just the bear version where you just drop. Then this was your T, not your A, and you just have to do a lower low. For confirmation targets, because that's the important one. Okay. As always, we are not going from the V, we're always going from the higher low. As tiny as it could be. But everything over $3 is bullish. For, yeah, no low line is the same. Everything under 87 cents, which is already very low, I know. But I can't say everything under 136 is bearish because your V&A is at $1. It's a shit place, but yeah, that's the levels. Okay. User today. So for the bullish chart, which always is too big. So here, our bullish chart, and we only have the bullish chart. So what did we do today? We are still in our A pullback, and I think we did nothing today. Yeah, we knifed under the 0.5, okay. So that this V and this higher low is wrong, that's for sure. So for really bullish, this is your new V, and you have to do a high low right now. Then you go. If you're still coming lower, then the 0.5 was wrong, and you still have to do your V&A. This breakout retest. But we are close. I know I say that always. Not always. So here I said, no, we still have to do M and T. But right now, we are getting closer. There's not much room left. But it still looks fucking bullish. Okay. Bad Bath and Beyond. Yeah, Bad Bath and Beyond. I'm not touching today. We did. I mean, okay. I said yesterday about cars and bullish, and we bounced today. So for bullish, we're doing higher low right now. And the higher low of the higher low. And our next target is 1916, breakout retest. Then B would be 36. But again, we are looking for this here. I don't think we see small movements. And for the bearish version, our last peak wasn't higher low, it was T, and we do all-time low. Pretty simple. Okay. Next one, blink. So here's blink. And what did we do today? We also here doing we already did our A peak. We are in the A pullback. And today, yeah, we are still holding our 0.5. We are still holding our V, which is this. So this is still our higher low. Still, which is crazy. Plus that's a big one. This is still our higher low and the higher low of this little higher low. So ready for breakout. And our next target, 26. Just saying, not to get too bullish. If we touch or break 132, we still have to go to our BLNK at $1. Let's see. Let's see what happens tomorrow. AI, I'm not touching today. There was no change. Grab, I'm not touching today. There was no change. SAVA, not touching. Still holding levels. GNS. Okay. So here's our bullish chart. Yeah. So what we have done. One thing, because someone already asked me today. And that's very important generally if you want to also use this method to tracking. There is a really nasty trap in tracking here. So if we look GNS at the daily, okay, here you have your A and your small c, and it would be with this how it looks like. This is your perfect M and this is your perfect T. We did the perfect BLNK and we are finished. This is simple as it gets for fractal tracking. But this whole thing is on the daily without after hours. And if you only look at the 24-hour chart, MIF after hours, this is completely wrong. Because T can't be higher than M. It can't be. That's 100% wrong. And for this is your M. Easy as that. But now, where is T? Okay. For this, two possibilities. First, the bullish one. Here is our M peak. So, for the M to be finished, you have to be lower than where the M started. And this would be this here. So, T can only be after we went lower than 68. And in this case, for the bullish one, T would be this here, this candle. In this case, we already did M and T. We went lower than everything else. So this would be our V and A. And this here would be already our higher low. And we are ready any day to gap up. If we touch or break 59 cents again, then this was our T. And this is the T pullback. And then we just wait for the V. Then we wait for the higher low to be finished. And then you're ready. Yeah, and that's also the price target. For the bull line, it still stays the same. Everything over 80 is perfect. But to say this, I don't think we will see that if we're really gapping up. We will just do the higher low and then one day we go. And for the B line, yeah, 59 cents. But then we just have to wait when it's finished. Yeah, and for price target, big B is still at 7, and C is somewhere in here. But again, I don't think we will see something like this. If this thing is doing the same like in the past, you just run to your C. Okay. FFAI had a good knife today. So here, our chart for FFAI. We are right now in the higher low. But even with this 8% today, our V is still for Monday. And right now we're forming higher low. Even better than GNS, because here we already did T. There's no discussion. The only thing we have to go look now is if this is our V, it's also V and A, perfect. We even only have to wait if the higher low is perfect. And there's not much room left anymore. Could also be finished any day. Okay, last one. Bull. Yeah. So the only chart I had to completely renew the tracking. So with this crazy market bounce right now, bull, that's a crazy thing because bull is one of the few which really reacted to it. So for this could be now your V. Could. We are still waiting for the higher low. Everything over 12 is bullish. Next target is 18 for A, 33 for B. And then is the only question, are we repeating the fractal from the IPO? I mean, this is, you can't even say this is slower because we never saw it. So the repeating of a fractal normally is slower. So I don't think you get this. But you could really quick get this. So, yeah. Let's see. And the really interesting thing is tomorrow is earnings. Tomorrow is earnings. Two ways. We're absolutely breaking out on earnings. Or we're getting a strong sympathy move because, in my opinion, the market will run tomorrow. And on earnings, we're getting the pullback and finishing the higher low. But if we are doing that, I will go into course then on Friday. Let's see. Let's see what we are doing tomorrow during the day. I will make a video tomorrow. I will wait for the earnings move to be finished on bull, and then we can decide if we want to play something on Friday for at least 6 months out, in my opinion. Let's see. Okay. So that was a very short update video today. Tell me if it's okay, or if you want the whole explanation every time, or even talk about stocks when there's no change, or if it's okay when I really just pick the ones where something is changing. Write it in the comments. If you liked it, give me a like. If you have questions, write it in the comments. And if you have wishes for other stocks, the same. And again, thank you for watching. See you next time.